Welcome back to Talking Balls. Got him. True Geordie's sidekick.
It's not. I had life before that.
Gareth Southgate of the week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Poor guy.
Second game, beat Malta 2-0. You see him celebrate wildly? A little bit too excessively, wasn't it?
No, come on, mate.
It was good to see Sammy Lee was behind him. He went off like a little firecracker, didn't he?
You know what? Whatever he does, he's done.
He's done. But did you see Eric Dyer in the back? Not a single shed of emotion.
Well, yeah, because that's Eric Dyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from the only time when Eric Dyer looked like he was panicking was when he did that stupid back pass.
But it's just good to know that there's a manager and his team together.
What's wrong with you?
So they're celebrating.
What are you saying?
He's giving confidence in his players. Lingard. Henderson, you see that no-look pass?
Yep, that is overconfidence, if anything. Watch this. Oh.
That's the worst no-look pass ever. In fact, it wasn't even a no-look pass. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
I think he meant to look the other way and accidentally kick the ball that way.
Yeah. Is it fair to say that Gareth Southgate is the least convincing manager of all time? And it's crazy that he's managed to get to a position of national team coach with absolutely zero credentials.
Well, I mean, he does have credentials. They're not overwhelming credentials, are they?
Craig, where's James? He's not.
Yeah.
Is he?
Still.
Again. Let's move on. This week we saw 10-year-old Rashad Al-Hawaji sign for Juve and he was quickly dubbed the Palestinian Messi. Why can't we just let kids get on with playing football? They're naturally going to underachieve because they're being held up against one of the best players to ever play the game. Here's a list of some of the next Messis.
Say 'em.
Maxi Romero, the new Messi. Manuel Iturbe, the Paraguayan Messi. Claudio Nankufil.
Mm-hmm. Isn't he the snow Messi?
The snow Messi. Yeah. Why is he called that?
Comes from a snowy area.
Ryan Gould, the baby Messi, and Take Kubo, the Japanese Messi. I'll tell you who's better than Messi.
Who?
Marcus Edwards.
Bullshit.
Tottenham, 17 years old. He can run through players like they're not even there. And he plays for Tottenham. Is this a good thing to do to a kid? To give them that pressure, it's better to just let them play it.
But there might be. The thing is, there's only going to be one Messi. So if you have a long list of Messis, then your hit rate is going to be very low, because there is only one Messi. Otherwise, we'd be going, he's the next Messi, and etc.
Dabbing has taken over professional football. Mm-hmm. Have you seen this in South Africa?
He wants something else, and Free State Stars turning on the style.
Disrespectful.
It is a little bit disrespectful, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of space. If he was being closed down, it would definitely be disrespectful if he dabbed him then.
If he dabbed as a way of as a feint to get past the player, I kind of understand that and admire it.
What do you think of if Paul Pogba'S celebrating a goal though? That's fine, surely.
Well, Son does it at Tottenham.
No.
Yeah, and I think less of him for it. Did you see it at Wembley the other day? Dab cam.
Oh no.
A dab cam.
Yeah. You know what? What's on the pitch should be interesting enough. I always think this. When there's if there's a Mexican wave, the game is boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simple. Don't dab.
Dabbing is not only ruining football, it's also ruining Ball Street.
What?
Come and have a look at this. You won't believe this.
Okay.
Look at him.
Oh, you're kidding me. That's outrageous.
James, shh. James, it's all right. Calm down. Back in the room. Look, it's a camera. Should we go and do top comments? Let's go and do top comments. Stop dabbing! You're right, you're back.
I feel much better.
Enough. Yeah, good. Stop that dabbing, Mike. It's not good for anyone. Stop.
Loz is back, and Loz has started a new life with True Geordie.
Yes.
How's that going?
It's media, isn't it?
Yes, so media.
So media.
And we've checked out some comments from that. Just see
you
how
went out of your way.
Well,
I did.
You did, yeah. Because you love hanging around in the comment section, don't you?
I just admit it's where I am. I thrive in that cesspool.
Stardust Ancient says Laurence is such a bellend. Unfair.
Is it? These are in the comments of the True Geordie podcast that you can go and watch now.
Do you know what I find difficult is
because they need a push from us.
Yeah. I rarely say anything offensive on that show.
No, you don't.
Like, I just sort of sit back and go, "Woo, off we go." And people think I'm the bellend. That's what I always find astounding. People go, "Oh, what a dick."
It sounds like you're judging.
No, I'm just sitting there completely impartial. And then in the comments below goes, "Oh, he's such a cuckold."
Here's another one. Tato said, saw Laurence on the tube going to Victoria. Wanted to say hi, but he was wearing headphones. Missed opportunity.
Absolutely not. I definitely recognise you because the whole tube, he went...
How do you know?
I know exactly, because the second that I read that comment,
It's you.
I knew exactly who it was, because the whole journey I was just going,
Stop looking at me.
yeah, and I was going, all right, and he was going,
Drew Lewis would rather watch a Geordie and Laurence porno than another podcast.
search it, mate, we've already done one.
Now, Laurence, what we want you to do, we need to make sure that you're okay working with male performers. Just remove your top item of clothing.
Okay, got a shoe, I'll probably just give you the shoe.
Okay, Laurence,
Okay.
you're clearly not comfortable with
Shove
this.
that up your arse. Is that what people do?
It's pretend, isn't it? Like, don't
I like
know
the
that
theory.
Is it real? Isn't it real?
Is it
Is
real?
that guy pretending so that he just gets to bugger a couple of birds?
Oh my god.
Ex-Daz R. Flav looks like the kind of guy to go on a date with a girl and take her to Tesco's for a meal deal.
Perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, it's fine. What's
That's
the
the
problem?
date for most people. It's great here on top.
Great value.
My third date is
Is that you fucking a balloon?
Lutho and Jamela
Yeah.
said, Flav, should I shave my pubes? Hashtag psychologist Flav.
I think it's a respectful thing to do to trim your bush, especially if you have a partner, male or female,
Yeah.
to take care of the area,
Yeah.
because you'd want them to because too much down there's.
Some people like that.
Final one, not a comment, more an observation, because people quite liked it in Social Club this week. And it's also going to be our question for this week. No. We'll talk about Wayne Rooney getting booed, which Everton generally agrees that that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Sam was saying,
I disagree.
do you think it's okay to boo?
I think it's fine to boo, yeah.
Why?
Voice your concerns, voice your experience. They're not saying boo, they're saying boo-nee.
Ask the question, James.
The question is, well, Sam said that it's not okay to boo. That was his opinion.
Vocally.
He said it's okay to mentally boo.
I thought that was so weird.
They have every right mentally to boo him because he's been shit. Just think about it. Boo it in your head. So I was about to say, no. You remember what we talked about?
I also thought it was weird that basically what Sam was saying was, I'm a bitch. Not me, but Sam's a bitch. Because he basically was going, don't boo at the stadium, but go back to the club and go back to the pub and slag him off. And I was like,
Don't you think
well,
most
what's the
players would?
fucking point?
Yeah, but most players would go. Do you think most players would go? Don't
Think
mentally
it.
boo me, you
Yeah.
lot. Boo
Yeah.
me to my face.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think most people go, just go on, keep your opinion to yourself and
Well,
support
no,
the
because the whole
team.
point is you're
It's not helpful.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
but
helpful.
It doesn't, yeah, but the point is, it's not about being helpful.
Well, it
towards
should
the
be
team.
if you're a supporter of your team.
Yeah, but if you support your team, then you want the best for them. And if you don't believe that Wayne Rooney's the best, then you have a right to boo.
So the question is, who do you mentally boo?
You know what is weird? Booing alone. Right? If there's just one person in the middle of the crowd, you go, boo! It looks so miserable, doesn't it? It has to be a crowd of people. Otherwise, a lone booer just looks like a weirdo.
Yeah.
So that's why some people go, boo, and then they go, anything else gonna? Boo! 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 And then everyone starts, and then everyone's booing.
Actually, the number question is there: is it okay to boo?
Mentally, Luis Suarez maybe after everything.
Is it okay to dab at football?
No.
Actually, in people in the comments, let me just gauge what kind of audience the Talking Balls have. Anyone who thinks it's okay to dab, vote yes.
Yes.
And just yes on its own, and no if it isn't. If there's more yeses, I'll never do another Talking Balls ever again. So there's no plans for the government to change any laws that would allow safe standing in football grounds. Obviously, it's clearly something that fans want. The vast majority of fans, I'd imagine, want safe standing in football grounds. Southgate trial has gone very well.
It looks good as well, doesn't
It
it?
does look great.
Yeah.
It's successful all around the world. You see it all the time. And the atmosphere has been in decline for a long time in English football.
Do you really think standing is the way to?
I think standing is a way to help produce a more kind of vibrant atmosphere.
Okay.
It's not even a case of really improving the atmosphere. I think actually the most important thing is that if 90% in a survey that we did on the Fighting Cock, 90% want it introduced, then it should be something that people, or certainly the government, should be to consider and change. I think it's a thorny issue with the fact that Liverpool will be involved in this discussion as well, and obviously their position is incredibly difficult.
I honestly don't. I think it's obviously it's a political issue. I also think though people aren't automatically against it because of what happened in Hillsborough, because obviously that was a massive mistake, and there's not really. I mean, once you're inside the stadium, there's not the situation for that to happen again. There's no that orientation of stadium isn't there anymore. That can't happen.
No.
So even if we did have safe standing, it probably wouldn't. Actually, it just wouldn't end up in the same circumstances, because we know the reasons now. And now that we have those conclusions, surely we can move on from that point.
So this has been Talking Balls for another week. We'll see you next Friday. Thank you very much.
I'll see you
Loz.
next Friday. Thanks.
What?
Cheers.
Huh?
Here for the comments bit and all that other stuff. See you around. Good to have you. Can I get that back? Sweaty.
What do you think of Talking Balls?
I think it's.
Give us your Laurence critique.
You've tried your best.